What is going on, guys? We are back with another video, and you're probably like, why are you even advancing without that team that you mentioned? It is because I honestly don't know. But we are doing another experiment, kind of what would happen type deal thing. Tight ends versus wide receivers is an interesting one. It was given to us. God damn it, I really need to remember. I feel like it was a Jonathan. If it's a Jonathan, I'm sorry, but I might be the greatest of all time. Damn it, it was Dalton. It was not a Jonathan at all. We, of course, make the playoffs at 15-1 with these old Patriots. I don't know really why I am looking at this, to be honest. Did the Packers make it 10-6? The big one I want to look at is awards, though. I want to see who is the best receivers in the league and if tight ends were whatnot. That's actually another good factor. Are we going to see tight ends winning best receiver? Oh, there isn't no best receiver in this league, is there? There's only best wide receiver, isn't it? That's stupid. That's kind of dumb. What the hell? Where is he? Jeromepkr. All right, now. That's an interesting one. NFC side. Jordy Nelson, Des Bryant, Julio, Larry. Some of the names you would expect to see. Let's go on and see who wins the Super Bowl here. By the way, you could probably tell by now we're not actually playing with the teams or watching the teams, but if this video can get 100 likes by the end of the day, I'm assuming this came out on a Monday, if it can get 100 likes by the end of the day, we will watch them play, or maybe even jump in. Who knows? Of course, the Packers did not make it. The Patriots do, though. Are they going to win their bowl this year? Once again, I have no idea why I'm looking at this contract extended Super Bowl victory over the Falcons. So the Patriots win. They don't need a super stacked roster because they already have one. Did the Packers make it close? They did lose by 15 to the Falcons. Interesting, kind of realistic style happening here. Once again, not really sure why I showed you guys that. I guess to see who wins, I suppose, and also give an intro. Let's go custom roster now. Hopefully that roster is up to date. We'll easily be able to see it because you're going to be seeing a lot of 99s. And to counteract the fact that I did have to make the wide receivers a little bit better, I gave them the drops open pass traits. So here and there they might drop open passes. We'll see if that makes a difference. Of course, Packers I gave the wide receivers, and Patriots I gave the tight ends because I think that's a fitting scenario. 99 offense versus 93 offense. But what will happen is I will be putting a few of those. I guess we'll start on the Patriots so I can fiddle with that, but we're going to put most of them at wide receiver, of course, and then, one or two at tight end, just to make it more fair, because obviously if they're all at tight end, they're not going to get any play time. So I did not give the players 99 everything, and the reason for that is because it would make absolutely no sense. Who do I want as the thumbnail here? I'm thinking Gronk, right? Gronk is the guy, is he not? Gronk is the guy. So I maxed them out at 80 pass, run, and impact blocking. I gave them 87 speed, excel, and agility. 99 everything in the receiving category except for release was a 90. So, and also the moves, I did not give them anything there. I did not up them. Didn't change them at all. Kept them the exact same. He's number 5 ranked tight end in the league, so and I'm not sure how they factor that in. And of course, I didn't choose the best tight ends in the league. I think 4 of them are. But other than Delaney deserved to be on this list because he's so underrated and he was a 93 overall. But I put Marty B over the likes of Jordan Reed because I wanted this to be a tight end battle. And Jordan Reed's he's built like a wide receiver. Same with Delaney. He's a little heavy though. But obviously Delaney deserved to be here for sure. But, I mean, these are the receivers, or our tight ends who are going to be playing receiver. And then we go to the Packers, who, on the contrary, we pretty much choose the top 6. Des Bryant was a toss-up between him and DeAndre, and they were both 91. So I went with the cooler name, I suppose, even though I think most people probably like Hopkins more. This is the reason why they fluctuated because of height, I would assume, was the reason. I'm not actually 100% sure. But some of them are a little higher, some are a little lower. But this is the reason why we gave them the drops open pass trait, because it's not fair with some of the stats they get. Like Antonio Brown has 90 trucking. Like some of these players have some insane stats. Antonio Brown should not have 63 run block. I'm going to change that to 50 in a moment. I mean, that's pretty much it. I wonder who's going to do better. I would assume the wide receivers. I'm kind of curious to see what the tight end. We're obviously going to fiddle, the positions that don't make any sense. We're going to change them, but I would assume, like I said, the tight ends would drop down going to wide receiver. But it's interesting because I want to see how much that actually affects them. Obviously, well, not obviously, but there's a decent chance that whoever, what is his name? I don't even remember what his name was already, wanted me to make them 99 everything. But the way I looked at that is it's kind of pointless, is it not, to do that? If I give them 99 everything, obviously the tight ends are going to win because they're much bigger. And even if they don't, it brings me back to my old what matters, what does size matter or not kind of, scenario. So it's going to be a little weird because, like I said, this is, it's an interesting one. It's definitely an interesting one because, the overalls drop a bit when moving into these starting roles. Delaney Walker kind of built as a tight end or as a wide receiver, so we're going to put him up there. The backups, they do pretty well. Edelman needs to go, obviously, different positions. But yeah, we're going to get into the sim, and we'll see. Let me know right now, who do you think is going to win? So we fixed it. Obviously, this isn't going to be the most accurate demonstration ever. I will put them on the same exact playbooks, though, on offense, just so it makes it a little bit more close. But the main reason why I decided to do two different teams instead of doing the same one, which obviously is a little more accurate, one, it's going to be random, obviously, because it's wide receiver versus tight end. Unless I put them at exactly the same stats, we're not going to expect results that even make any sense, to be honest. And then two, I do want to turn, if we get the 100 likes, I want to have a chance without having to adjust any rosters to play the two teams against each other. And of course, we have Rodgers, we got Brady. Two great teams. I would assume the Patriots defense is still a bit better. I did have to sacrifice players from both teams. Like, I think the Packers lost Nick Perry, while the Patriots lost Stephon Gilmore. So, obviously, a few things did get traded and lost in the process. But, I think it's all fair. So, we have ourselves a 13-3 season, which was actually a down year for these Patriots. We were 15-1 before. Packers go up from 10-6 to 12-4, though. Somehow the Falcons do better without Julio. Not sure how that makes any sense. Unless we gave him something I forgot about. Tom Brady almost had 6,000 passing yards. That's an interesting one. You don't usually see that. Rushing was amazing. What about receiving, though? Just about everyone over 1,000. Where's the other guys? Delaney had 1,000. Gronk had 1,000. Kelsey had 1,000. And then Greg Olsen at 1,000. Where's the rest of the tight ends? Did we release them? No way. Don't tell me we released them. Surely we didn't, right? Yeah, Gronk, Delaney, Greg, Kelsey. Where the hell did the rest of the lads go? What? They got rid of them. I wonder if that happened to the Packers. Of course they didn't lose a single soul. Watch them sign one of them. Okay, they got Barnage, but I can't really control that. What in the world was that? Either way, the experiment is still a success so far. We get to see that. For one, the biggest one for me was the fact that can tight ends even get a lot of yards and stuff? Clearly, we can see here that Travis Kelce had a number one wide receiver type numbers. Same with Olsen, and Gronk and Delaney were right there as well. Blocking, I really don't know why we would show this, but it is what it is. Defense. Kicking, Gostkowski did well. Where the hell did the two tight ends go, though? Who was it again? Marty B and someone else. I don't remember. But we are on the Packers. You see, this is weird, though. Rodgers, 60 touchdowns. Amazing. 5,300 yards. Rushing, not really crazy there. But you could see that this, the Packers here, they had all their players, and some of them didn't even play. Odell and Jordy never received a snap. They didn't even receive a single snap. Then you got Julio, who barely played. But you got the three main guys. Are you telling me that Julio Jones only accounted for 16 catches? Where's the four wide receiver set? You know what I'm saying? But from what I'm seeing, the Packers with Antonio Green and Dez Bryant were more consistent. But I like the numbers I'm seeing from the Patriots more because it was four receivers. Obviously, they threw to the Barnage, the tight end. But it was four receivers with 1,000 plus versus the Packers, who had one guy with 600, Gary Barnidge, who was obviously basically irrelevant. Mike Daniels had 15.5 sacks. That is amazing. But I guess let's take a look at, okay, so first in offense, what about the defense? Number 20. What about the Packers? Number 2 in offense. That's pretty nice. Defense, I don't see the Packers anywhere. Packers and Pitt. Wow. So the Packers were slightly worse than them in both categories. Let's see the awards. Obviously, 2 different sides. MVP, you have Aaron Rodgers toppling Brady by a little bit. Those touchdowns are key. AFC, let's see the receivers. I don't think any of them would get it. They did not. So because all the pretty much the best wide receiver talent is on the NFC side, you're seeing some weird names here. Corey Davis. Let's go, though, to the NFC side. This is going to be a little interesting. Myles Garrett is so good. Offensive player of the year, obviously Rodgers. Defensive player of the year does not. Oh, a couple of Packers, though. Like Daniels and Clay. Offensive rookie of the year, no. Defensive rookie of the year, no. Best quarterback, of course. Best running back. I wonder if the Patriots got anyone. I didn't even look because there was like 18 touchdowns for someone. I was about to say Deion Lewis did pretty well there. Receiving, Dez Bryant, AJ Green, and Antonio Brown, of course, win their awards. They were the best receivers in the league by far. Was Clay close? So I really don't care about those awards. Going on, though, who's going to win the Super Bowl? Obviously, both teams made it to the playoffs. I would assume both had bye weeks. Patriots versus Dolphins, a skip a week. Should be an easy win. It is an easy win. Going on to the Chiefs. This one could be a loss, though. It was not, and of course, it is against the Falcons yet again. Even with that crazy wide receiver core, the Packers defense cannot hold up. What is the verdict, though? Packers will win 42-12 against the Cowboys. I want to see these games. Rodgers did well. Receiving was okay, I suppose. Go to the Patriots now, who barely won by 11, which isn't really barely, but it's won by 11 versus them. Gronkowski did well. Not really great performances. Only had 2 guys that really did anything. The blocking, I would assume, is really key. And you could see lost by 3 against the Falcons here. That is unfortunate. Rodgers played really well again. Defense cannot hold up. 3 wide receivers doing great. And that's about it. Patriots, however, 52-14. From what I'm seeing right now, I know the Patriots usually do make it to the playoffs, but they never dominate like this. This is one key show here. I know, to be fair, we did have a tight end as well. So that's another position that the Packers didn't have. And then Falcons versus Patriots, it did not show because we did not simulate it. That's what happened. That's the one. That's the thing that went. Simulating Super Bowl week. Who is the winner? Is it going to be the Patriots again for like the 90th straight time in a row? I have no idea. It would appear that we lost because the practice squad got signed and they lost by 4. So tight end squad is good, but apparently a non-Julio Falcons team is better. Did they get someone else maybe? Taylor Gabriel? Philly Brown, I guess they grabbed. I don't know. I'm surprised that even happened. Tight end squad, though, from what I've seen, is the better of the squads. And it's a little surprising because the stats that the wide receivers got, like those stats, man, were absolutely insane. And I'll be 100% honest with you. I lied. I was way too lazy. And by lied, I mean I forgot. I was going to do it and I forgot. I did not give them the drops open pass trait. So even with the trait, they didn't even do it. I didn't even give them the trait. Watch. Drops open pass. The trait is turned off and they still didn't outperform. It is what it is, though. I really didn't know what to think. I wanted the tight end squad to win, but I wasn't 100% sure who was going to do it. But, oh, Jesus. I don't know if we lost a bunch of people or they just auto-subbed them out. But tight end squad is a success. I know it was a versus type deal, but the tight end squad, I think, takes the cake here. Let me know what you guys would rather have. It's a tough one for me because tight ends are tough to cover. Would you rather have the 99 overall tight ends with 87 everything? Obviously, now they're regressing. 87 for the speed stuff with like basically 99 everything in the receiver type stats? Or would you rather have the wide receivers, who are obviously a little bit smaller, a bit smaller actually, not quite the weight, with 95 in the speed stats, about 99 in everything? Let me know what you guys think. Surprisingly, like I said, the tight ends did win. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. If you have a suggestion for one of these types of videos where you, I don't know, offensive lineman playing defensive tackle, something actually good though, you know what I'm saying. Thanks for Dalton, or to Dalton, for suggesting this one. Hopefully no one else has done this. I honestly don't pay attention. I look after I make the video, which is so stupid. It's like, oh, someone made that video. Why not just look like a bigger cunt, you know? I gotta look before, so I can at least kind of make it look different. But anyways, hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!